Andrew. We are here to count down the final hour of the campaign. As of today, Miss Mina and the Midnight Guardians is officially our biggest Kickstarter.
Yay! Is it just Andrew in here right now?
Oh, what's up, Rick?
Hey, Mr. Vale.
And so we have some fun stuff to give away today. David, whoop. How do I do this? I don't know anymore. David, do you want to show off some of the giveaways that we have?
Yeah. All right. I threw some of these up on the private Facebook, so some of you already saw it, but we're going to be giving away one of the original campaign, book one campaign coins, challenge coins. I love these things so much, and we've only got like 5 left. So this is, I'm giving away my babies. So we're going to give away a challenge coin to somebody. We have a Ludo Lullaby print from book 1. And this is number 3 of 500. So we're going to be giving this away. This will go pair nicely with your book 2 print that we're going to be definitely giving out. And then the prizes ramp up a little bit more. I found we made 10 copies of this book, and we gave these away to the first 10 VIPs that said they wanted it and traded in their VIP wristbands for it. So I found 2 AP print proofs, basically. They're in perfect condition. So these are sort of AP 1 of 2 of the 10 that. So there's a total of 12 of these that exist in the world. I didn't even realize I had these 2 until this morning when I was going through some stuff. So we've got 2 of these mint condition. This is a mashup between Miss Mina and Harmony from our Super Kaiju Rock and Roller Derby Fun Time Go book. And then the last but not least will be this pretty sweet first edition copy of the Lower Deck, which is our sort of making of companion book. And this features the metal print that we did for the cover, the metal cover that we did. So it's a nice thick metal cover, and it's the standard Below Deck inside. We didn't make a lot of these. I think we only made 25 or 40 or something like that. So this is one of only 2 that are left in the Funhouse. So that's what we got. Murphy, I think do we have anything else?
Hang on, sorry, my computer just had a little mishap. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you can't see you. Oh, the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to give away a Go Find Yourself shirt. So you guys will have a chance to get one of these as well. And I think that's it, unless Murphy has anything else up her sleeve.
No, I will say we are, as of right now, so we're at 699 backers. So to get entered in to win one of these, you can comment on the live stream. You can comment on the Kickstarter, add to your pledge, or pledge for the first time, and that's going to get you entered in to win. So we're going to be doing those drawings about like every 15 minutes. Cool show. Too hot for sleeves. Yeah, isn't that's a whole trial though to just cut the sleeves off immediately.
This is actually to cut my sleeve off. I'll show you guys. This is my tattoo is just this big giant sea dragon. So cliche, but the reason I'm showing is because there's an artist, Fico Ocio. He's done some stuff for us on some of the campaigns, but he made a book for me about 1.5 years ago, and in the book there was a giant monster that came out of the ocean, and I was like, hey, make it this guy. So my tattoo became a piece of comic book art after it was my tattoo. Pretty stoked about it. Fico Ocio is now exclusive at DC Comics. He's drawing Batman and Robin. So even more fun. It's fun to work in comic books. So some of the stuff that I wanted to talk about today, Murphy, just so people know what we're doing, we're going to talk a little bit about Miss Mina, the current book, like book 2. I'll give you no spoilers, I promise, no spoilers, but we'll talk a little bit about that. And then maybe a little bit about me. So if you guys have any questions that you want to answer about the book, any of the books, or anything about me, like where the heck did I come from and who the heck am I, we can do some of that. Then we're going to talk a little bit about a couple of our other projects. Oh, I know, Rick, it's so close. I can't believe I can't believe it. Then we're going to talk a little bit about a couple of our other books. We'll talk about Super Kaiju, Rock and Roll Derby, Fun Time Go, and we're going to talk about Sugar Bomb as well. I'm kind of excited to share some of the Sugar Bomb stuff with you. If any of you ordered the Sugar Bomb ash can, it's done. It's at the printer. It took us a little longer than we expected or we hoped, but those are at the printer now, and so we'll be shipping those out in the next few weeks. So if you order one of those, don't fret. You're going to get that. And there's some stuff in the ash can that we're not going to show today. So you're still getting some exclusive sneak peek stuff. So anything that you see today, not all of it is being revealed. Only some of it is being revealed in the ash can. And I'm grateful to everybody who picked up one of those. I know Sugar Bombs. I'm pretty excited about Sugar Bomb. So that's kind of the agenda. We're just going to kind of hang out for the next 50 minutes, just sort of celebrating the campaign. Thank you. Before we start, I just want to say a thank you so much to everyone that's on here and who has supported. It's incredibly humbling to have so many people, coming in and supporting the book. It is a little overwhelming sometimes, and so I'm just incredibly appreciative. Thank you. The Zhang brothers are incredibly appreciative, and they thank you. It's a lot of hard work that we put into these things across the board. Me, the Zhang brothers, Murphy, everybody who works on it. We put so much energy into this, and so to see everybody respond so positively and have such a great response on Kickstarter is just incredibly rewarding for all of us. And we don't get to do any of it without all of you. So again, thank you so much. I'm very appreciative. All right. Happy stuff out of the way. I'm getting teared up over here, Murphy.
So just to kick off, we're going to watch the Miss Mina Kickstarter video here real quick, just because it's awesome. And if you haven't seen the campaign, this is like the #1 thing. If you want to get a good look at all of the art and amazing talent that is on here, take a peek at this awesome little clip.
Got a good thing coming, and it's all I need. Everything I wanted is in front of me. Stuck it up in the dark, sun is shining over me. I got a good thing coming, just wait and see. It's a good, good.
You guys can't see it, but David and I are both in the background just bumping.
Oh, good.
Hey, backers.
I'm glad they couldn't see that. Whoa, 700. Okay, so that's officially the most backers we've had on any campaign then, right?
Yep.
Nice. I love that part. We got some good. So Murphy, does everybody know to chat? So how do they get signed up for the giveaways?
So comment here on the stream, comment on Kickstarter, and then you add to your pledge or pledge for the first time, and you are going to get entered in to win one of our giveaways today. If you have already commented, you are in. I will say, so you can comment, you get one entry per like area. So you comment on the stream and comment on Kickstarter, and that gets you 2 entries.
Nice.
Also, I don't know what's happening with my camera. I feel bummed that I even put on makeup.
I feel bummed that they have to look at me more than they look at you as well. Let's see. So we got a question from Rick. So maybe I'll answer this first before we dive into stuff. So Rick, yes, I was the former editor-in-chief. I've got a long history of comic book experience. I've been making comic books for like 20 years now. The gray in my beard is definitely proof of it. But one of my times was working as the editor-in-chief, and then I was the associate publisher for IDW Publishing. And for those of you who don't know or aren't super familiar with comic book stuff, IDW Publishing, when I was working there, they owned, they had the license to produce comic books for all kinds of stuff. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, Star Trek, Star Wars. We even had the all ages Marvel license. We were making Spider-Man comic books when I was there. So it was a fun time. I had a really great 6.5, 7 years working at the company. During the pandemic, though, I decided it was time to do something else, as did, I think, half the planet. And so I stopped my time there. And then I kind of went outside of comic books for several years. And Fun Time Go is sort of like my foray back into comic books for the first time in 5 or 6 years. Since the pandemic. So my time at IDW, I would say, was really incredibly rewarding. And sorry, I'm distracted by Murphy moving stuff around on the screen. My time at IDW was incredibly rewarding. I really loved the job, and making comic books in that environment was the highest levels of stress I've ever dealt with, but also like just incredibly fun and interesting because, on one day we're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then 2 hours later I'm talking about Ghostbusters. And then an hour after that, I'm talking about a creator-owned project that's coming down the pipeline from somebody. It was a huge organization when I was in charge of it. We had over 90 employees at the time that I left. I don't think the company's that big anymore. I think they've sort of scaled down, and they don't have all the properties that they used to have either. They do still have Turtles. But Rick, I'll tell you one thing about Turtles in particular. So if you're, I don't know if you're a fan of the IDW Turtles, but you say you are. So the fifth Turtle that we introduced, the female Turtle, she got introduced, I think around issue 95 or 100. But we knew she was coming from like issue like 73. And as the editor-in-chief at the time, and then the associate publisher after that, there wasn't like every single day I would go into the Turtle offices. The editor, his name's Bobby Curnow. And I'd go into Bobby's office and I'd be like, dude, when are we going to get the girl Turtle in there? Because it's going to be huge. We're going to sell 1 million copies of that thing. Like, I want that now. Like, I want that now. I want that now. And Bobby just kept just hold on. It's almost ready. It's almost ready. He kept pushing me off. So when it finally did reveal, of course, it was a huge event for us. And it was really cool. And thankfully, Bobby kept me at bay. Because I think the way that we revealed the new Turtle was really natural feeling, and it like felt like it had meaning within the story. So that was a pretty fun and exciting time because we all knew it was coming, and we knew people were going to love it. So it was really like I was on pins and needles for like, I'm not even kidding, like 12 months. Like, when are we going to get this girl out here, man? So that was a thing. Also, just like for Turtles in particular, I don't know if you guys. So the creators of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, and Peter Laird sort of like sold his interests and made millions and millions of dollars, and then went off and retired and enjoyed his money, and still does to this day. And Kevin Eastman sort of like took his money and reinvested in comic books. He bought a couple different comic book companies, and basically just had the best life any comic book creator could probably have. He was married to Julie Strain for a while, and just like he was showing up in movies, and but Kevin Eastman, so Kevin has remained pretty actively involved in Turtles the whole time. And so, once every week or every couple of weeks, Kevin Eastman would come in the office. And so you're sitting there in an office with the guy who created Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it's just like, it's just a normal Wednesday. And I never got over it, Rick. I would always be like, oh my God, I'm sitting in the room with Kevin Eastman, the co-creator of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was always just like this really cool thrill for me, like every single time. And Kevin, if anybody is going to make $100 million in comic books, I'm really glad it was Kevin Eastman, because the guy is the nicest man on the planet, and none of the accolades and none of the money and any of that stuff ever seems to have gotten to his head. He is a humble man, and very creative, incredibly smart, and just a very deserving human being of the opportunities and fortune that he has received. Just a wonderful human being, like legitimately.
That also reminds me of in the very first behind the scenes comic that we put out was the locker room for the first Super Kaiju, and I always thought it was really just a fun fact that the very long, ridiculous name Super Kaiju Rock and Roller Derby Funtime Go was inspired by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, because I said this in the locker rooms. Probably everybody on here has heard it, but when I was thinking of the first book that Funtime Go put out is, and we still putting it out, is Super Kaiju Rock and Roller Derby Funtime Go. And I came up with that long name because of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was thinking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles all the time because it was my job, like literally. And so I was thinking about the name in particular. Oh, we're going to do some Super Kaiju. Okay, so anyway, and so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is it's a super long name. It like kind of breaks all the rules for like naming conventions for something, but because it's so long, but it is really catchy, and it incredibly describes what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is. It's Teenage Mutant Turtles who are ninja. Like, it's perfect, right? So when I started thinking about Super Kaiju Rock and Roller Derby Funtime Go, I sort of did the same thing. I wanted something that was really memorable and also was a really good descriptor of the story. So what we're seeing right here is new pages from Super Kaiju Rock and Roller Derby Funtime Go. This is actually from book 3. Rolo's, as you guys may or may not know, all of our books are completed ahead of time. The reason for that is because I want there to be as small a window as possible between when the campaign ends and when I can get the books in your hands. And I don't think it's fair of us to not be completely certain that we are going to be able to deliver a product to you. And so if the book is done, then I know that I'm going to be able to deliver it to you if the campaign funds correctly. So anyway, so we're working well in advance. Rolo is already working on pages 13 through 15 of book 3. I'm working on the script for book 4 and the backup story for book 3 as well right now. And so this, if you've read book 2, hopefully this isn't a big spoiler. The girls go to Japan, and so things seem to be going really well for them here in Japan, if you're looking at this page. But appearances might be deceiving. I
was just saying, on that note, we have got 2 new backers on the campaign. We are now less than $400 away from unlocking the enamel pin, which I'm super excited about. And that means it's time for our first drawing.
Woohoo.
Hang on. All right. And this is for the coin. Russell, congratulations! He is actually one of the backers that just came through. So congratulations. We have a coin with your name on it. We've got exactly 40 minutes left. And what I was scrolling down earlier to show is Brian Booth went to go comment on the campaign. So close. Okay, sorry to derail. I think you muted.
I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be close. I've got a good feeling though. I've got a good feeling, Murphy. I got a good feeling. Yeah, thank you, Andrew, and thank you for all your support, Andrew. Really appreciate all your support and how you show up in the private Facebook group and stuff. Really appreciate you. What was I going to say?
We were on Super Kaiju.
Oh yeah, can we show a couple of the other pages? So one of the side stories of Super Kaiju is this character named Marvin, who is actually the person who found the instrument that sort of caused all the chaos. So we get a glimpse into where Marvin's at and what he's doing in book 3. And I promise that there's going to be a big payoff with Marvin and this little side story that's coming along. Hopefully, if we'll be able to get to it with everybody's continued support. I think we will. So that's Super Kaiju book 3. We're probably looking on, and this is the cover to book 3 by Rollo. So God, there's actually some spoilers in there, but don't look too closely. And there's Boom Boom the cat. I love that guy. Oh, I was going to say, our cover by Neto Diaz. Neto Diaz is currently the lead artist for Uncanny X-Men over at Marvel Comics. He's done covers for us for all 3 books so far, and definitely will be on for book 4 as well. He's already promised. So happy to have him back and helping us out. I think he brings some incredible energy to the covers that he does for us. I've been working with Neto for a long time, going back to IDW. Actually, Neto was my artist when I was the editor for the Dungeons and Dragons comic books back in the day. So been working with him a long time, and he's amazing. Did I throw anything else in there? Is that all the art I threw in there?
I think that's all I had for Super Kaiju. Unless
okay, so there's some good. That's some good stuff. There's some good teasers in there. So yeah, some of that stuff you guys aren't going to see for a while, but you saw it here first. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought.
So we do have. So you were saying earlier that all of the books are done in advance. So we also have some Miss Mina book 3 teasers. Obviously, you guys haven't gotten book 2 yet, so we're not going to give you a lot, but we wanted to at least give you a little bit.
Yeah, I want to show you guys. We got some great new cover artists that are coming on board to do some stuff with us, and so I'm really excited to share some of the new art. So again, this is for book 3, guys. This is not for book 2. So this is Miss Mina book 3. Again, we plan way far in advance, so you're not going to see this until the book 3 campaign way down the road. Probably sometime in the winter. But this is a cover by Ryan Best. It'll be a wraparound cover, and we'll do what we always do with the nice spot foils and stuff. But I really loved how what Ryan came up with and what he turned in for us. The Lucy in particular for me was just like gorgeous. The way the hat is tilted on her head, I just loved. And he really captured the spirit of the project. So excited to be working with Ryan Best. He's done some other stuff for us that we'll be revealing over time. But this was the cover for Miss Mina book 3 that he did for us. Again, that's a wraparound. And this is another artist. You know, we're always a little cheeky, a little, I don't know, a little horny here at Fun Time Go. Not over the top, but this is probably about as over the top as we tend to get. Maybe we get a little further than this sometimes. But anyway, this is Miss Hin Pai. Fantastic, incredible artist. This is the first piece she's done for us. This will also be for book 3, not book 2, book 3. And I just wanted to share because, man, she's so good. If you guys can find her on Instagram, she's a fun follow because her work is incredible. And she's in the middle of doing a series of covers for us, not only for Miss Mina. She's going to do more than just one Miss Mina cover, but she's also doing some covers for some of our other projects too. Very kind person, and I'm really enjoying working with them. So yeah, Miss Hinpai is coming up in book 3. And then this is another.
Love this.
Yeah, I love this one too. This artist is Chuma Hill. This will be another cover for book 3. Again, this isn't book 2. We've shown as much as I want to show on book 2. The rest of it, and book 2 is surprise stuff, so I don't want to give too much away. But this will be a cover for book 3. Chuma Hill, another great follow, fantastic artist. He's been doing some covers for Transformers and a few other places here and there around the mainstream comic books. But artist from, I think he's from France, Chuma Hill, Rick. Chuma, Chuma, Hill, Hill.
It reminds
fantastic
me a lot
artist.
of Peach Momoko.
Yeah, I think he's from France and just tearing up the world with his art. He's going to be a guy, I think, in the next 12 to 18 months you're going to be seeing a lot more of. We got him first. Is that it for Miss Mina?
Yep.
So some big action adventure. There, book 2 for Miss Mina. We're gonna set some stuff up. There's 2 super big surprises in it that I can't wait for you guys to read. And then with book 3, we are going to. It is going to be, if you think that the action is, notched up in book 1. If you've read book 1, wait till you see book 3. It's insane. It's breathless, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. So excited to get that going. Yes, Fernando. In fact, book 3 will have book 3 covers and like extras are going to be focused on Mamta, the moth girl. In fact, if you guys were on the campaign for book 1, Angela Wu, she actually did this cover for the metal below deck. Angela Wu right now is working on a moth girl piece, Mamta, the moth woman, and holy moly, guys, it's incredible. I can't wait to show what she's doing.
That's okay, Fernando. We have, in case you guys weren't aware, funtimego.com, we've got our Miss Mina backstock there. There's also some stuff in the add-ons in the campaign. And then there is a, the Miss Mina #1 collector box is sold out on the campaign, but you can grab all of the different variants and everything on our website.
Should we do another? Is it too early to do another giveaway? We've got so much.
It is actually time, but my computer is having problems.
Okay. All right. Where are we? So are we at? Is that we haven't changed since last time I talked? I'm so used to our totals changing so quickly.
I don't think so. We haven't.
All right, cool. We're oh man, we're 400 less than $400 away with 30 minutes to go.
If someone goes in and backs a Golden Guardian tier, we'll get it.
I know you want the big. I know you want the big number, but I like the more backer version. I want 10 more backers at $30 or whatever.
All right, what are we doing now? Is it the mini print?
It's the mini print. So this is number 3 of 500, signed by me in a cool copper ink, and it is the Ludo Lullaby mini print. So we gave these away on the book 1 campaign, so you might already have one of these, but this is a super high number, so number 3, and in perfect condition.
All right, let's go.
Nice.
Hey, Rick.
All right, Rick. Yay. That's for you. Rick, thanks for the kind words on the Super Kaiju campaign, by the way. I don't know when you posted that, but in the last couple of days, I think you did. That really made my day. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that was on the Super Kaiju 2 updates, and that we were both just so happy.
I shared that with Rolo, and he also said thank you. He was really happy to see that. He's in the middle of working on another like single individual piece. He said it inspired him to read that. So good timing. Okay, should we talk about? I'm probably blowing through stuff a little too fast.
No,
if you guys have any
you
questions,
know that we could spend a full half hour on the next book.
yeah, but, yeah, yeah. So all right, so let's just get into it then. So well, a little bit. Did I cover everything on Miss Mina? I think so. Do you guys have any other questions about the campaigns or any of the books so far? Just throw them in the chat. We can answer those. The idea, hopefully, is that I don't think there's too many new people here. I guess, Fernando, you're new. That's great to see. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. But like I said before, all the books are finished ahead of time. If you've gotten any of our books in the past, I know you're going to be thrilled with the quality of the books that we put together. We have incredibly high-end production values here. As I said, I've been doing this stuff for like 20 years, so I really know my way around a printer. And we've sourced the best printers in the world for this stuff, and we're going all out on our print quality. So the idea for me is that I want these books for my own personal, like, and also for you guys, but for me and myself, like, I want to be able to have, in 10 years or 15 years, I want to be able to pull my books off the shelf, and shake them upside down, and it's in perfect condition still. Nothing, there's no like dried glue or anything weird like that. So, we do like sewn in bindings and, custom dust jackets, and, we do, spot varnish printing, and we go through the extra thickness. The paper is extra thick, thicker paper than what you see in most books. So we really go all out for that stuff. I hope you guys appreciate it. No, Andrew, we print. So I'm very proud of the fact that everything that we create outside of the book itself, everything that we make is made here in the United States at all times, whenever possible. There are a few occasions where we have to go outside the United States for things, but almost 100% of everything we make is made in the United States. There is the one exception is the book itself, though. We have two different printers that we use. One is in Korea and the other one is in China. And the reason that we go overseas for that is because there is literally no one in the United States that can print at the quality and the level that that I need in order to make the book as good as I want it to be. And so that's why we go overseas. So it's not even a matter of paying a higher price to do it here. It's like, it literally I can't get it done here. So we do overseas, and we have two printers, one in Korea and one in China. They're both excellent. I've been working with both of them for years and years and years. They've never let me down. And if you've gotten the books, I hope you agree. Like, they're beautiful books. Well,
one of the best things about doing the specialty dust jackets instead of doing just the cover variants like you see a lot on Kickstarter is everyone that gets a dust jacket is also getting the base cover A, which is always done by the interior artist. We've got John Gross here, we've got Rolo on Super Kaiju, and then Segway, Crustacean Frustration cover artist for a variant. The dust jacket variant here is Juan Jose Rip, who is working on our new series that we clearly can't wait for. I mean, I've been so excited to talk about this, and I'm so excited that we were finally able to announce Sugar Bomb.
Okay, so there's a story here. So for a long time, I've never. So just so you guys know, even though I've been working in comic books for like 20 years, I came up in the industry as an artist. I wasn't a writer. I drew comic books. So like back in the day, I was drawing like Disney Gargoyles and Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean for the comic book stuff I was doing. I was doing t-shirt design work, and I was doing a bunch of art. I wasn't writing. Now, that doesn't mean I didn't write. I wrote here and there things for myself, but I didn't have like a big, strong desire to like really write big stuff or long stories or anything. I was much more interested in just drawing, and that's what I did for many years. And then at a certain point, I decided to go over to the other side of things and go onto the business side of things. And that's when I sort of went into the publishing and editorial aspects of the business, which were also incredibly creatively fulfilling, despite the fact that, you sit in a lot of meetings just like every other job. But I've no complaints. I've had I'm very blessed with my career. But I never really wrote that much. Now I've worked with incredible writers. I don't know if you guys know who, like William Gibson. I've worked with like the creator of Cyberpunk. I've seen his scripts. I've seen how he writes a comic book. See how it breaks down the story. I've worked with other creators like Chuck Dixon and Ron Mars and Jonathan Mayberry. Just these really big names. I've been very fortunate to work with these guys and edit their work. And so I've seen up close and personal, like how to craft a story and how to make it work. So Super Kaiju and Miss Mina were kind of some of the first things that I've ever really written, even though I've kind of been doing it for a long time. And it's the first time I've had a really invested interest in trying to write stuff. So I'm having a blast doing it. It really is the first time that I've done any of that stuff. And so one of the things that was coming up in my head, I was working on Miss Mina one day, and out of the blue, I came up with a name for a superhero, and it was Sugar Bomb. And I don't know where it came from. I have no idea, but it hit in my head, and I was like, oh, write that down, file that away. I don't know where that's coming, but it's coming. And it ended up being the first superhero thing that we did. Now, the thing that is maybe a little concerning is that the first superhero concept I ever came up with is kind of a slightly deranged, very dumb, definitely horny comic book. So I don't know what that says about me. I'm not sure I want to know. But oh man, we're at 34,923.
I was just about to interrupt you and say we've got we have 6 more people that have come through and backed. Thank you guys so much.
Holy.
Thank you, Theodore, Eric, Rolling Cake, Jerry Lee, Nick, and Rick Vale increased his pledge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. $77 away. $77.
Oh man, this is closer than I wanted it to be. Murphy actually talked me into putting it at 35. I was thinking, we should go a little higher. We should go a little higher. This is exactly, Murphy, of course, knows what she's doing. I'm glad we put it where we did. Okay, so Sugar Bomb was just a thing and then one day I was sitting in the office with Chase Moritz, the editor-in-chief of Funtime Go, and we started kicking around this idea. I told him what I had, and we started kicking around the idea. And then the next thing you know, we were just cracking each other up and having a good old time. And this is what we came up with. So Sugar Bomb is sort of like a mech hero. She's, yeah, Andrew, definitely. Too much ranch soda. She's this mech hero who uses science gear, basically mech gear, kind of like an Iron Man, but not as well clothed. And all the gear is created and designed by her companion, who is Tom the dolphin. Now, the thing about Tom, the thing about Tom is that he's got 2 names, Tom, T-O-M, and Tom, T-H-O-M. Now, Tom, T-O-M, is an incredibly smart, kind, generous, fun-loving dolphin who is incredibly good at developing and actually building the mech gear that Sugar Bomb uses to fight crime. But there's also Tom, T-H-O-M. Now, in real life, dolphins, when they sleep one half of their brain at a time so that they can continue to move around in the ocean. So in our story, when Tom, T-O-M, goes to sleep, Tom, T-H-O-M, wakes up, and T-H-O-M Tom is just a mad, genius, crazy dolphin who's very horny and really is just looking for ways to rub up against things. And that's pretty much what it is. So So he's the person responsible for creating all of Sugar Bomb's gear, and as we get into the story, we'll understand why she's using the gear and why they've started becoming that. Why they've become superheroes. They're in this city where a giant criminal organization has sort of taken over a giant corporate organization called the Big Firm, so they're battling crime in the city of this city. They'll battle characters like Milkmaid. Um, so, um, and so
You can't even say her name without blushing.
so they'll battle Milkmaid. She has there are other science superheroes like the Industrial Titans, which is tits for short, and so on and so forth. In the first story, it's called Portal Potty, and what we discover is that Tom, Thom, the horny one, has created a portal, a toilet that opens a small portal to another dimension. Now he says he's doing that for green technology to like make it easier for the world to, you won't need plumbing anymore. You can like dispose of the waste immediately, and there's not any need for anything but the toilet itself. And in theory, that's great for the world, right? But in reality, all he's really doing is making a toilet because he wants to make Sugar Bomb watch him poop. And so that's where we're at. And when he flushes, things go awry. I think we've got an image of that, right? Yeah. So this is Tom flushing the portal potty, and things don't go quite as planned. So the art for this, so we've got a couple of different artists. One of the things that we were talking about when we were talking about superheroes was, superhero comics in North America, they bring the best artists and the best talent, the best writers in all of North America to their projects. Like the guys that are drawing superhero comics, Captain America and Wolverine and the Avengers, they're the best of the best, right? So how do you compete with that? Well, the only way I can think to compete with that is to get the best of the best to do Sugar Bomb. So one of the artists who's been working for the last 15 years or so, Wyatt Dolphin, I don't know, Fernando. I have no idea. I don't know why we're doing any of this, Fernando. It's the dumbest thing, but it's really, really good. It has no right to be as good as it is. By the way, this is the first one where I did the plot. I did like the breakdown of the story and stuff. I wrote it all out. But then Chase Moritz, the editor-in-chief, I wish he was here. He's on vacation. He'll be back tomorrow. But Chase actually came in and like polished it up and scripted it and did all the dialogue for it. And Chase is really funny, and you guys are going to love what he's done with this story. He's hilarious, and I'm dying laughing every time I read the script, and I've read it 100 times right now. So back to so superhero comics, there's a certain level of quality that people have an expectation for around comics. And my thinking is, look, I'm not going to look at a comic book that's a mediocre comic or a low level comic book and go, oh, I can do that. No, I want to look at the best comic books and go, I can do that. So the first we engaged a couple of different artists. The first artist that I talked to was Bart Sears. Now, if you don't know who Bart Sears is, he's a legend in the comic book industry. He did a long run on Justice League Europe back in the late 80s, early 90s. He was responsible for some of the biggest Batman launches at that time as well. He was also, when Wizard Magazine, if you know what that is, when Wizard Magazine was cooking, it was like the top selling thing in all of comic bookdom. Bart Sears was the guy who was actually drawing the covers. He was doing it under an alias called McNabb because he had to, because he was contractually obligated to not be doing that. So he wasn't fooling anybody, but he was doing it under an alias. So Bart Sears is like a legend of comic books, and as far as I'm concerned, one of the greatest to ever do it. And so I reached out to him and asked him if he would be interested in helping us work on the project. He said yes, so shockingly. And so we went straight into design work. So these are the earliest designs that Bart put together for Sugar Bomb. And you can sort of see Sugar Bomb number 3 is sort of where we ended up with, although we took the gloves and legs from Sugar Bomb number 5 and applied them to Sugar Bomb number 3. And that's kind of where we ended up Sure, the other ones were great, but for various reasons, we decided not to go that direction. So Bart Sears came on board, did all the design work for all of the for Sugar Bomb, for Tom Tom, and for the first like big round of villains that we had. 5 or 6 different villains he created, and then we gave him a script and he got to work. That script is called Milk Run. We're not going to talk about that one today because it's coming up. Yeah, I know. Memories. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. So Bart is working. He's halfway through his script for Milk Run. It's a full issue story, and it's fantastic. I'm super excited to share that stuff, but that's for later. The book, the stuff that we're sharing right now, is the second artist that we brought on. Juan Jose Rip. So Juan Jose Rip just finished up a run as the artist on Wolverine for Marvel comic books. And so in my mind, Wolverine is one of the best-selling comic books at Marvel. This is the artist that was working on it when it was one of the best-selling comic books. The next thing he's doing is my book. So Sugar Bomb. So and I've been a huge fan of Juan's work for many years. He's incredible. And incredibly fast, and just look at all the incredible detail in there. I just love it. I love what he's done. The expressions and everything that he's done is just fantastic. And this is just the start of it. So he's already finished his.
The way that he came in and took the most ridiculous script that any of us have ever seen and was able to not only make it look amazing, but make it look like it has no right to be this good. Like, it's so gorgeous.
I know. Should we? Did we give away the? We should do another giveaway, right?
Yeah. It's time. Let's do it. Sorry, my laptop is having like issues, and my clock is not updating since I blacked out. So yeah, I'm now using Kickstarter to keep track of time. All right, we're gonna do a drawing. We had one more person just pledge. All right.
Wait. We went down.
Yeah, we had someone decrease their pledge.
Son of a.
I know.
Dang it. All right.
I know, this really is like we're edging. All right, this is for the, here, let me show that off with you real quick. So this was our first ever VIP giveaway. It was also the first ever mashup piece of Super Kaiju and Miss Mina. So let's go.
The artist for this is Jonathan Mills, and we'll have him back to do some other stuff as well. He's already done a few other things for us. Whoa, Rick again? Can he win too?
He went and he upgraded his pledge.
Oh, nice. Good job, man, Rick. Nice. Congratulations. That's some good luck right there. All right. So this is gorgeous print. So again, we printed 10 of these, and all 10, we had so many people responding and handing in their wristbands. Oh, I want to show the wristbands real quick. I wore them all today because I wanted to show them. Okay, so here's the first. This is the first one. This was for Super Kaiju campaign number 1. Then we did the first Miss Mina campaign. You got the Midnight Guardians VIP. This green one here is the second Super Kaiju book. This one right here is for Miss Mina book 2. So this is the one. If you're a VIP. This is the one that's going out to you with your order. It's all gold and shiny. We really went all out. And then this one, you haven't seen yet. I'm not even supposed to be talking about it. I probably shouldn't be wearing it. But it is the Diva Demons devotee. That one's coming with Super Kaiju Book 3. And then we'll also have a Sugar Bomb, but we haven't made the Sugar Bomb one yet. So if you're not familiar with the VIP program, what we do is usually like 8 or 12 weeks before we launch a campaign, we open up a VIP little $1, like for $1 you become a VIP, and anybody who joins the VIP program gets one of the wristbands, and then during the campaign, when you pledge, you're guaranteed the wristband, you're guaranteed to get the lowest price, and you're also much more likely to get the lower numbers on the like signed editions. And I do remarks in all the books. Well, not in all the books. I do remarks in some of the books. And if you're a VIP, your chances of getting a remark, it's not 100% guaranteed, but it's much, much, much higher that you're going to get a remark as well as a signature.
Well,
So
this is the first campaign that we've had this new feature. So when we launch the campaign, we've got early bird specials that have like a discount. Usually they're only for 48 hours, sometimes 72 hours. But any of the VIPs, when they come to the campaign with their special link, they are able to see you get those discounts throughout the entire time. So this is something brand new that Kickstarter just added. It's cool. It's not perfect yet, but it's definitely great for the way that we've got it set up to like really try to give you VIPs like some cool extras.
it really is great for us. Like we were able to add a level of discount on those VIP links that we weren't able to do for anybody else. So I was really glad that they were able to let us do it that way. So, and so anyway, one of the things that you can do with the wristbands is every once in a while we do a giveaway. Like we'll say, hey, we're making 10 of these metal prints. The first 10 people who trade in their wristband, they mail it to us. You can get a print if you want it. So you email us, you reserve your spot, you send in your wristband. As soon as we get the wristband, we ship out the product. So we've done a couple of those. The last one we just did a t-shirt offer. We gave away a limited edition t-shirt. It's got a special One time go VIPer on the side. We only made 10 of them. So 10 lucky VIPs have that. Nobody else. We didn't even get one. We got different ones. So that was the last one we did. And so basically, eventually if you've got some of these wristbands, you're going to be able, it's like currency. You're going to be able to turn these in for something fun down the road. I like to think they're fun. We're really trying hard to make really cool stuff for you guys to get with your spare wristbands. Hopefully you agree that it's good stuff. So that's the VIP program. And then where was I? Oh, where was I? Was I talking about Sugar Bomb?
We were on Sugar Bomb. Also, I will say, Sugar Bomb is going to be the next one coming to Kickstarter. I can actually give you guys, we actually do have the follow link up for that already. So you can go and follow the campaign. We're looking at right now, like that's going to be in August. So the plan is, like David said earlier, we get the big hardcovers done overseas. So that takes a little bit longer for those to come in. So in the meantime, between Miss Mina fulfillment and the Super Kaiju launch, we are going to do our Sugar Bomb, and those are going to be your standard floppies. So we're going to get them done domestically, and we're planning on getting that fulfilled lickety split. So that'll be our cool kind of little single one shot that come between all of the major hardcover graphic novellas. Oh, yeah. 5 minutes away, $52 away.
So yeah, sorry, Murphy. I got distracted for a second there. Did you say that we're doing comic books? It's not going to be the graphic novels for Sugar Bomb?
Yeah, those are the standards, the regular single issue comics. We will do the full graphic novella hardcover eventually. But you guys saw the art that we're putting out. Like, we don't want to wait.
Yeah. And one of the things too is that we decided let's do, like, the other thing about superheroes is that people are sort of used to paying a certain price for their superhero comic books. And while I like to think we're doing a higher level of quality in the art and the product itself, so we're going to charge more for it. The idea for Sugar Bomb is let's bring the price down a little bit for everybody, see if we can get more people more people joining the party. And so it's not going to be like all the bells and whistles that we throw on like Miss Mina and Super Kaiju. So we'll see how it goes. I'm really interested to see what everyone's take on it. It's definitely the weirdest thing we've ever done. I'm excited for it. So that's Sugar Bomb. So we're oh, what? Did somebody just go in?
Oh, let's see.
Nice. I
Void
think we did.
Lord, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
That's what
so
I'm
we
talking
have
about.
officially unlocked
Oh no,
all the way
Murphy.
down. Look at all of that. All of this unlocked today. Just today. You guys are
Crazy.
incredible.
That's
Oh,
crazy. Now we got to make the pin, Murphy.
Fernando, thank you. All
Oh,
right.
Fernando, that's you. Thanks, man. Good job. You put us over the top, buddy. Nice.
All right.
These jade.
Oh,
We haven't really talked a lot about those jade pins, but the jade pins are going to be gorgeous, you guys. They're like, we've got plans for that thing. We had, if you've seen the art on the campaign, that was a special piece of art that the Zhang brothers created just for that pendant. I didn't actually think we were going to make it. I didn't think we were going to make it. That's awesome. I'm so glad.
and
That's
we
gonna
did
be-
just have Alexander. Thank you so much for pledging, putting us a little further over the line so that there's no less fear of another couple people dropping off. We've got 3 minutes to go. Do we want to do a Go Fund Yourself shirt drawing?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do. So we'll do the t-shirt. It won't be this one, I promise. This one's super sweaty. I'm very nervous. Nice.
And Go Fund Yourself. Oh, so close, Brian. That is going to be Victoria. Congratulations.
Victoria, nice. That's not I'm not familiar with that name.
No, she was one of the new backers. One of the new backers that just pledged. Really, like right when we started.
Oh, nice. That's great. That's awesome. Well, it's been an incredibly successful campaign. Thank you, everybody. So again, so appreciative for everybody's support throughout this campaign and just for the last several months. A lot of you guys have been around for a while, and thank you, appreciate you. And if you're new here, appreciate you too. Thank you. What an incredible, fun time. I think we should wrap it up with one more giveaway, though. I want to give away this metal foil Below Deck comic book.
So let's. Do we want to give somebody 100 seconds to try to get a one last pledge in there?
Okay. Sounds good. Do you guys have any other questions? Thank you for showing up, everybody. Not only are you supporting, but you didn't make me have to talk to an empty room for an hour, and I think I might be more appreciative of that than almost anything. You never know. You never know who's going to show up, Murphy.
Yeah, well, I'm also just while you guys are here, I think you guys are in the private Facebook group. But in case you're not, Fun Time Go, we've got a private Facebook group. That's where the first place that we do like announcements and share behind the scenes stuff. And it's a place, and we love it when you guys go in there and post too. So thank you. Like Rick has put a couple posts up, and we really appreciate that. We want that to be. It's not just about our books. It's about whatever we're into. It's a space to go and just have fun. I think more than anything that is what everyone needs a little bit more of. All right. So we have, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna take her out. Had about 20 entries into the drawing today. So thank you guys. And our final giveaway, David, is let's show that off one more time. Oh, you muted yourself again.
I was just pulling it out of the bag so you can maybe hopefully see it a little bit better.
Whee!
Hey, we did it!
All right, this is going to be our final giveaway. This is the metal variant of the Below Deck from issue number 1. Can you still hear me? My computer just blacked out again.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here. Okay, let's do our final drawing. Oh, now my wheel is. There we go. All right, Brian, is this gonna be your moment? Hey, Alexander, he was actually the final backer on the campaign.
Nice.
So congratulations. Let's go.
Let's go. Well, thank you so much, everybody. So we got some lucky winners here. We gave away a bunch of stuff. We gave away, what, five? We had a shirt, a print, a coin. Everybody wins. Big winner is Rick. I think he rigged it somehow. No, I'm just kidding.
Rigged it.
So thank you again, everybody, for the incredible support. I appreciate every single one of you. Whether you know it or not, well, you'll know it now. At the end of a campaign, when we're doing the backer kit list, we get a full list of every single person that has backed the campaign, and I go through the list of and read every single person's name and say thank you to you. So even though you don't hear it, I do it because I just want to remind myself and just show my great gratitude to all of you. So thank you again for the support. I really appreciate it. We are busting our buns to keep making as high quality things as we can here. And rest assured that we're well underway on the next Miss Mina, the next Super Kaiju. And we've already got 2 Sugar Bomb books almost completely in the can. One of them's totally finished and the other one's almost half finished. So we're going to be around for a good long while here. And if we keep having campaigns like this, there's nothing that's going to stop us. So thank you again. Appreciate it. And I don't know what else to say. I'm just very humbled. Thank you.
All right. Well, we will, of course, update you guys throughout the whole process. Keep a lookout. Backer kit will be coming out in about 2 weeks. And get ready to have Sugar Bomb pushed into your face for the next 2 months straight, probably.
Thank you, Lord Barley. I appreciate that. I totally agree. That's all the Zhang brothers. They crushed it. I don't think I'm giving too much away, but we're going to see Goldie in book 3. At the end of book 2 and in book 3, you're going to see Goldie in a way that I think is going to surprise all of you. So I'm very excited. Goldie's definitely important to the story, and the Zhang brothers' design for it is incredible. Just love it. So I totally agree with you. Thank you for that, though. I'll pass it on to the guys.
All right. Well, we are going to sign off, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see y'all in the private Facebook group. All right. Bye, y'all.